All right, so this is a question that I have been asked many, many times, and I just want to go over quickly everything about the Monolith of Faith and how to progress through it, and exactly everything you want to know to be successful in Last Epoch and progress through the end game and have some fun. Okay, so once you're done with the campaign, or if you can't come into Monolith before, but usually you're a new player, you finish a campaign. Now what? It's the end game time, right? You get to the Monolith of Faith, which is situated at the right of the end of time. So all of these islands are different timelines, basically, which you do a couple of maps in them. You do three quests to unlock the boss. You kill the boss, and then you progress to the second timeline, right? So all of these are different timelines that provide different blessings. These blessings will give you stats for your character or your drops, right? Increased bow drop rate. This one is giving me mana, crit avoidance. This one is giving me endurance. So these are kind of like all passive buffs for you and for your character to upgrade your power and upgrade your rare drops. So the timelines on the left side here, right? Fall of the Outcast, Stolen Lands, Blood, Frost, and Death, and Fall of the Empire. These are drop rates blessings. For example, you'll get more gold or more idols in here. You'll get more like boots or something like that in here. You'll get more weapons here, etc. Right? These don't really do anything for a character power. So what you want to do is once you've completed this one here, Fall of the Outcast, by what I mean by quest is once this is a timeline, this is the web of a timeline, right? You start out here at the center, and then you are clearing all of these echoes, which are essentially maps, and then you unlock more paths in your timeline. This is kind of like a spider web, which expands basically not infinitely. It's pretty big, but you can get to the edge of it, right? Um, and then as you do more, you gain more stability. So this thing says the timeline is unstable. So as you complete echoes, which are maps, you gain stability. As you unlock all of these quests here, as you get more stability, the quests on the left side become available to be completed. So what you have to do is, as you unlock the first one, you complete the quest. The second one, you complete the quest, and the third one is actually the third quest is the boss fight, which will enable you to actually reach the timeline afterwards, right? So you must complete echoes to gain stability, and then do the quest echoes, and then kill the boss to unlock the other timeline. Be wary, be careful, because you are presented with a choice. For example, when you kill the boss of Fall of the Outcast, you're presented with a choice afterwards with an NPC. Do you want to unlock the level 62 timeline, or do you want to unlock the level 66 timeline? So what I usually suggest is always going on the right side first, right? Complete these, and then complete the 3 level 91. So you want to unlock the level 66. On this one, you want to unlock level 75, but there you have no choice because there's only one pathway. In Ending the Storm, be very, very careful. The second quest, um, you will have to talk to Lilith. You need to kill Lilith to be able to progress to the Reign of the Dragons. If not, it will send you to the incorrect timeline, right? So you want to do the second quest. Be careful. Don't spam click. It happened to me many, many times, and I had to do the entire timeline a second time. So you want to unlock Reign of the Dragons by killing Lilith in the second quest of Ending the Storm. Once you're in Reign of Dragon, same thing. There's only one pathway. Once you are here, you are in the level 90 monoliths, right? Level 90 monoliths basically are the three ones that you will want to do to unlock empowered monolith. So if you are being power leveled by a friend, all you need to do is complete all of these three timelines, and then you unlock empowered monoliths. Um, a thing to note is that in level 90 monoliths, you unlock the drops for tier 7 affixes. So tier 7 exalteds will drop in these. Okay. So these two give you power, Age of Winter and Spirits of Fire. So you could do these two first and then finish with the last ruin, which does not give you any character power. That is something that you can do. Once you've done this and you completed all three timelines, come back to the middle here and click on the little orb. It will unlock Empowered Monolith. What is Empowered Monolith? Well, Empowered is basically the same version of the timeline, but at a area level 100. The minimum corruption is 100, and there's no maximum corruption. What this means is that in empowered timelines, you start at the middle of the timeline, and then you want to go as far as possible from the middle to unlock a boss fight, which is going to be against the Shade of Orbis. The Shade of Orbis, when you kill it, it can go up to plus 18, which increases your corruption. But when you kill it, it will increase your corruption up to 18. And then, if you've killed the boss of the timeline beforehand, you will acquire Gazes of Orobis, right? These Gazes basically give you more corruption when you defeat your next Shade of Orbis. Keep in mind that if you die in the boss fight, in the Shade of Orbis fight, you will lose all of your Gaze of Orbis. So usually, you want to fight an Orbis that has in between like maybe like 12 and 18. I'd say like 14 and 18 might be better, but at least at the very least 12. If you're trying to increase your corruption, you want to go further away and you'll probably have like 2 or 3 Gaze of Orbis, and you just kill the Shade, and then it comes back. The timeline resets. It comes back to the center here where you have like basically nothing explored, and you can explore it again at a higher difficulty of corruption. So that is what you need to know to increase your corruption. Now, if you're at the level of corruption that you like and you're farming efficiently, there's other things that you can do. Since all of these timelines have different rewards tied to them, right? So, for example, this one, Blood, Frost, and Death, has exclusive echo rewards as a unique or set body armor. If you go into another one, for example, Reign of Dragons, this one has swords and axes. So you can target farm certain items, certain uniques. If you're trying to farm with uniques with LP, you can definitely farm certain specific timelines and increase your odds of finding what you want. So, how can you maximize this? As I said, when you're at the corruption level that you like, you can actually explore a lot of the web as much as possible. And there's 2 special echoes that you can do. One is called the Vessel of Memory, and one is called the Vessel of Chaos. What are these? Vessel of Chaos will reset all of the it will randomize any echoes that you haven't made into another reward. So basically, this gold reward could change into a unique reward that you would like, right? So all of the ones that you haven't completed will change randomly into another one that could have spawned. And then as you progress through your web, you try to do as many Vessel of Chaos as possible, and then you keep your Vessel of Memory available. That one will actually revert all of the completed echoes to their original state. So, what you want to do, grab as many Vessel of Chaos as possible, go and do all the rewards that you want. Once you've explored the entirety of your web, you do the Vessel of Memory, it reverts them all, and you can go again. And just like the web will stay revealed, but you'll have to path through it again. But that time, you'll have way more nodes that have, the correct rewards that you want. Maybe the body armors, the unique body armors, the unique boosts that you want, or that specific item that you're trying to chase. So, yeah, so that is pretty much a strategy there. And also like increasing your corruption increases your item rarity and your experience gain, so that's very good. And when you're farming the boss and you're trying to farm a specific boss item, you want to get as much increased item rarity as possible, right? So try to get your item rarity as high as possible before fighting the boss. Certain echoes give more or less item rarity, as you can see, 28, 27. It's like it depends on the modifier that is in the echo. So overall, that is what you want to do. And then once you unlock Empowered, you unlock also the empowered version of the blessings that you have. So that is pretty important to note. And there are certain items that only drop above 200 corruption. One of them that come to mind, the Omni's Amulet, which is acquired by killing the Shade of Orbis, will only drop if you're at 200 plus corruption. Keep in mind that if you are maybe at 190, and then the Shade would give you 20 corruption, for example, then since the kill happens, the drops happen after the kill, it considers that you are at higher than 200 corruption, right? So, yeah, you can kind of like get one before 200 corruption, but technically it's 200, and you also get more choices of blessings at that level of corruption as well. So you get up to 5 choices in your blessings every time that you kill the boss of the timeline. So that is pretty much what you need to know. TLDR, when you're leveling, go to the right side, go here, do all 3 on the right side because they give you power. Do these, unlock empowered monoliths, and never farm anything in non-empowered. It is not worth it. It's always more worth to stay in empowered monolith and empowered timelines to try to farm your gear. So that's pretty much it for today. I hope you learned something today, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.